kind permission of Hazrat Sahib. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now, I've been sitting here the last an hour and a half, and in the first instance I was late coming to this mehfil, and the shaitan playing with my mind, should I go, should I not go, feel embarrassed. Hazrat Sahib sitting there, and I'm arriving at least half an hour, 45 minutes late. It just doesn't look good, it doesn't present well, and I shouldn't come. But then the angels, I keep talking about angels and shaitan on this particular dora, because Hazrat Sahib, with all their love, have in fact focused our minds in terms of where we actually stand in this world. And when I say, my mind got the better of me, I phoned up Shoaib Bhai and Kesar Bhai. I said, please tell me that Hazrat Sahib hasn't turned up yet to the mehfil, so I can present myself. And shukr alhamdulillah, my du'as were answered. Hazrat Sahib were busy with other du'as. Thank you very much. But I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for answering my prayer so that I can present myself to my Sheikh Kamil, who have really opened my eyes on this particular Dora. I say that because I've learned so much in the time that I spent with them, and I'm in their presence at the moment. And as soon as I see them near me or in my vicinity, or just think about their entry into a mehfil, into a house, anywhere, my heart just starts palpitating and my tears start coming into my eyes. And when I say that to you, it's not tears of just I'm trying to force tears to come out. It's just that the fact that we're in their presence, and the fact that their guidance means so much. It actually has a meaning to what they are saying, not just, oh, I've heard what Hazrat Sahib said, now let me just get on with my work and the worldly things. And when they always talk about warafana laka zikrak, and think about it in English, and thou exalted to fame. That's what it means. Warafana laka zikrak, and thou exalted to fame. Now, Hazrat Sahib, I won't mention any prime ministers and presidents and whatever, but there was a particular mehfil that Hazrat Sahib, I'm sorry I'm going to say this, Hazrat Sahib, there was a particular mehfil that Hazrat Sahib attended where the Prime Minister of Pakistan was present, and the hall was full. Now, being the Prime Minister there on stage, Hazrat Sahib attends, and you see all the people. Ordinarily, what would happen is people would get stuck and get the opportunity of a photograph, an opportunity of a signature, or whatever from the Prime Minister, rather than a religious leader. But on this particular mehfil, I was not present, by the way. I've been told this by friends of mine who are not in the tariqat. Okay? So just digest that. And when you hear this from people of non-tariqat, that the Prime Minister was left standing, the power of Pakistan in his hands at that moment in time, and the people just swaying away from him. It's like a wave coming towards Hazrat Sahib. As soon as they see Hazrat Sahib's presence in that particular gathering, in that mehfil, in that function, everybody just gathered towards Hazrat Sahib. And the particular Prime Minister, like I said, I won't mention any names, was just left standing in awe and thinking, what's happened here? Now, when I say that we are very, very lucky to be in their presence, I say that with my sincere heart, because not only are they advocating to us in the way that we are to live our lives in their absence, but also they're guiding us how not only to be in the awe of love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but also to drown ourselves in the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And when you mention, and I've mentioned this previously again, you read the surahs towards the end of the Quran, and it says, every human being, right, like I said yesterday, in the lovely method, that every human being is now shukra, is very unthankful, always thinking about the negative. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in that particular surah, is telling us in the Quran that mankind, by its very nature, all it ever does is in fact tries to increase itself in the worldly things. But then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the surah again says, well, you'll learn your lesson when you get to your graves. And only then will you say, oh Allah, please let me go back and sort myself out so I can present myself to you. And I say, Hazrat Sahib, I'm always in awe of them, is because of this. They bring so much simplicity in our lives. Ordinarily, if we were sitting here, we don't agree with one another, we'd probably end up with swear words, hating each other or disliking one another. And ordinarily, that's what happens in the world. But yesterday again, during the mehfil or in the khutbah, what did Hazrat Sahib tell us and remind us? That we have, in fact, been, and this is the way I understood it anyway, and I'm sure our Sheikh Kamil, Hazrat Sahib, will, in fact, correct me on this. That the reality is, we are born of the Most Rahim. We belong to the family of the Most Rahim. We are in the family of Astana Aliyah Eidgah Sharif, the Most Rahim. And if we were to say or be upset with one another, that particular family unit, that gathering that we have, that love that we have for one another, you overlook any negative side, any arguments that you have, and just concentrate on the positive. And that is a very, very wonderful thing, because I've been through really, some heavy experiences which mentally disturb you in the last couple of years, not only within the family, but also outside the family. And those words were in fact so soothing to me, and no doubt they will be soothing to you. Now, Shiraz Sahib mentioned that we have things given to us free. Ordinarily, when we go to Tesco's or Sainsbury's or a shop, buy one get one free, or buy two get one free. But how blessed are we that we not only not have to buy anything, but we have two free. 2, 3. Just think of it practically. We have the 2 true believers who have drowned themselves in the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, guiding us. How can we go wrong? Now, I'm going to stop there. And what I'm going to say is, truly from my heart, Hazrat Sahib, I love you so much, like all the family here. And every time I look at you,
Subhanallah.
Excuse me.
Subhanallah.
Nare Takbir!
Allahu Akbar.
Nare Takbir!
Allahu Akbar.
Nare Risalah!
Ya Rasulallah.
Nare Risalah!
Ya Rasulallah.
not only the love that you give us, but the umbrella that you have over our heads.
Subhanallah.
I truly, truly honor that. Not only for myself, but I know my dear brothers and sisters also honor that. I just pray and continue to pray that the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam keeps spreading in the way that you advocate the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showers their blessings upon Astana Aliyah Eidgah Sharif.
Ameen.
I pray, and I'm going to keep saying this every time I get to speak now, because I've actually understood, or I've understood a lot. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showers blessings and continues to shower blessings on our Hazrat Sahib. And I pray, and I hope you all pray, and no doubt, I have no doubts in that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to shower blessings upon the gift that Hazrat Sahib has given us in Sahib Zada Wala Shah. Just a few more seconds. If you focused on Sahib Zada Wala Shah Sahib yesterday, and the way that they advocated through the Naats the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you can in fact see, just focus on them, you can see the nur that they have, right? Because Hazrat Sahib, they advocate their message through speeches. And you can see the nur that shines out of them. And everybody who is in the non-tariqat, when they come to me and I introduce them to Hazrat Sahib, they say, well, that religious man, they don't call him peers or whatever, that religious man, there's something about him. He's shining. And I give an example of the Albanian friend from Cardiff. And I've given you examples of many of my friends. But you see, if people from the tariqat can see the nur, the shine, the blessings that are just filtering from Hazrat Sahib, I was just talking about Sahib Zada Wala Shah Sahib, I focused my mind and my eyes towards them. And the way that they professed, they advocated the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you can truly see they are the real gulams. Yes. They are the chosen ones to spread the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And you can see the scholars that stay with them and are in their vicinity. Even they acknowledge that there is something different about them. May we continue, all of us, to make sure that that kind of compliment on behalf of Astana Aliyah Eidgah Sharif through all of us is maintained to the highest of standards. That's very, very important, my dear brothers and sisters, that we advocate, and people, when they see this topi or they see you, that they know that these persons are the representatives of Astana Alia Eidgah Sharif. I've taken too long. I'm sorry. Please forgive me if I've said anything untoward or out of place. And I pray, like I keep saying, that we continue to receive these messages, that we are in turn able to spread the love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam through the messages that we have from our Hazrat Sahibs. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.